Hey, what's up? Thank you for joining. My name is Chris, aka Pixel Polygon, and this is Way Back 19XDX, a video game show for the Detroit Arcade Club Twitch TV channel. I play all the old games that I still have from when I was a kid, and I try to play them in some sort of sensical order. And tonight we are playing this ridiculously fun and funny game, Wario Blast. I'm just going to refresh my dashboard here and make sure everything's looking super good. I think we're set to go. Let's talk about Wario Blast while we enjoy these chill tunes. First of all, you'll notice that this is a Super Game Boy game pack. I didn't even realize or remember until recently that several of the Game Boy games that I have include special borders and stuff like that for Super Game Boy. If you tuned in last week, 2 weeks ago, I want to say actually, we were playing Donkey Kong on Game Boy, which is also a Super Game Boy pack. And yeah, so Wario Blast. I figured the Switch is on its way. I'm having fun playing these old Game Boy games on stream through authentic hardware, which is pretty sweet. And one of the launch titles for Nintendo Switch is the first good-looking Bomberman game in God knows how long. It looks amazing. Super Bomberman R. And so yeah, this is like a weird Konami Nintendo crossover. Let's see, does this instruction manual include any story? Oh, alright, here we go. It's story time with Pixel Polygon. Wario invades the land of the Mad Bombers. Wario, in his constant search for new lands to conquer and treasures to gain, has found the extra-dimensional portal that links his world with the one that Bomberman inhabits. Thinking that the Mad Bombers will make a nice addition to his legions of mindless minions, as well as a new source of funds for his nefarious schemes, Wario steps through the gate and soon finds that the Mad Bombers are not quite the dim-witted flunkies he originally thought them to be. Fans of the Bomberman series will immediately recognize the familiar look and feel of the game. The player can choose to be Wario or Bomberman as they navigate the 8 challenging levels in Adventure mode. Each level consists of 3 rounds, best 2 out of 3 matches, and a boss. New abilities are gained as each boss is conquered to enhance Wario's or Bomberman's powers. Of course, what would a Bomberman game be without a battle mode? And it just kind of goes on and on away from the ridiculous story setup to describe all the different modes. So of course, like, you can link this up if you have a buddy with another Game Boy and another copy of the game and duke it out. I'm guessing this probably supports 4-player if you have, man, what was it called? It had a goofy name. That special 4-player cable. Got some item descriptions. Most of the art in this game is too small. I don't think it'll come across on stream, which is too bad. There aren't any illustrations jumping out as being like particularly super original. But I will say, and of course it's mirrored, I'll hold this up a little bit, this is a pretty cool logo. I dig it. I'm also only now realizing that Wario is in this crowd of Bombermen top center. That's pretty funny. What else do we have in here? Do we have a poster? Let's see what we got. It looks like we got a nice little Game Boy ad. Oh! Wait. I had one of these in Donkey Kong also. They were pushing Metroid 2, Return of Samus, super hard. I have that game. I played it as a kid. I got, as far as my memory serves, pretty far, but Never finished it. Oh, that fancy name I was trying to think of. 4-player adapter. But man, going back and trying to play Metroid 2 right now is rough. Because it is not easy to pay attention to or understand where you are since everything's monochrome. Alright, enough yakking. 1994. Man, I don't remember how long Game Boy's run was, but I'm going to go ahead and say that 94 feels like a pretty late Game Boy release. I mean, I guess that makes sense if it is Super Game Boy Game Pack. That was 16-bit era, Super Famicom era. So, oh, what did I do with my drink? Please excuse me. I'm going to grab my drink, and then we're going to get into this. All right, I feel like we owe it to our friend Mr. Bomberman to give him a shot first. Oh, it's a great illustration. Okay, we're going in cold. Let's see how we do. Oh, I love that music so much. Pretty powerful explosion sounds for a Game Boy game. Alright, so we just upgraded our flames reach. Hopefully we won't be seeing a ton of pixel polygon accidental suicides. But hey, like I said, it's been a minute since I played a Bomberman game. This is not looking good for me. Oh no, oh no. Oh no. Oof. Wario, you spicy nugget. Oh, damn. I have a sad feeling we're going to see that happen a few times before we achieve victory. It's 2 out of 3, though. So I still got a chance. I don't remember if your pickups carry over. I doubt they do. Yeah, they don't. Once you really open up an area like that, and you don't have as many bricks to hide behind, it makes it harder to trap an AI character. Oh, he just killed himself. Okay, alright. Not too bad. Touché. Such a catchy little tune, man. It's got that nice galloping bass to it. Skull is bad. We don't want the skull. Not looking to get poisoned over here. Oh, fuck you, Wario, you bastard! You got me. Not off to a terrible start, but we can do better than that, surely. Okay, it was worth it to see that awesome game over screen. That's super good. Let's try again. I always really loved Bomberman games as a kid. I think this is the only Bomberman related title I ever owned, though. I did spend quite a bit of time playing Bomberman at friends' houses, though, in battle mode, which was always pretty radical. Especially the Super Nintendo games. I know there are quite a few Super Bomberman games, and I don't think very many of them really actually made it stateside. I know I have Super Bomberman 5 for Super Famicom, and I don't think that ever came out in America. And it's very weird and strange. It's got like cutscenes. When I say that, I mean in a good way. It's super cool. It's got cutscenes. They're weird, like, kangaroo animals you can ride on. Yeah, it's just like Hudson firing on all cylinders, doing cool, weird, crazy shit that they're super good at. Hello, how are you? You're dead. That's how you are. Okay, so that's some progress. So now we gotta beat two stinky ass Warriors. I always say Wario because he has the word war in his name, but at the same time, come on, die in a fire. Shouldn't it technically be Wario because it's supposed to be a pun on Mario? And I feel like I say both. I'm not really sure what the right way to resolve that will be. I feel like I get hung up on video game pronunciations way more than I should. Can't occupy the same space. There we go. Oh, and the other guy must have blown himself up. He blew himself. Oops. Got all poisony. Now I can't drop bombs. But I can touch these guys and make it so they can't drop bombs for a little bit. Oh, but now I'm all poisony again. Oh, Jesus. Well, that worked out all right. Not going to complain about that. If we can make it past these dudes, we get to fight a boss, according to the instruction manual. I know I played a bunch of this game as a kid, but, gotta be honest, I don't really remember what the bosses are like. Okay. See you in hell, Wario. Oh, poison Wario. Oh, he got me. Hey, what's up? Welcome. Thanks for watching Code Monkey WB. The only freaking out that's going to happen on tonight's stream is going to be me raging when I accidentally block myself into a little corner and blow myself up with my own bomb. Shit. Shit. Haha, got you. Poisoned. Poisoned. Poison berries. Oh man. He's poisoned, but he's still dropping bombs. Hopefully, when the AI players and I get poisoned, you guys watching at home can still see what the hell is happening. I don't think they're blinking so fast that the 30 frames per second restriction on Twitch is going to make them look like they're invisible. Alright, this is a bad situation for me to be in, because they both have really, really long fireballs, and there's no good place to hide. Or fire trails, I don't know. Oh, shit! Now I basically just have to hope that the AI makes a mistake, and oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I'm gonna make a mistake, jeez. It's gonna be more likely that one of their own bombs is gonna kill them. What? What? That's not physically possible. Glitchy. Glitchy, glitchy. Hey, what's up, Jimmy? Thanks for joining. Just in time to see me lose. That's alright. I'm feeling a comeback on this round. I'm going to blow Wario out of the water. I'm going to send him and his creepy Wario clones back to the stinky mushroom kingdom they came from. Oh, we're not going to do anything, actually. We're going to replay that round because I just got dead. Oh well. It's a good game over screen, though. 8774. I will just continue. Oh, I thought I got one of them stuck in there. Very sad that nobody got stuck. Let's get poisoned. Let's poison all these guys. And that didn't work out in my favor because I guess poison can sometimes make you really, really slow. How you been feeling, Pixel? Made a full recovery? I've been fine, dude. I'm good. Got a little cold. Ain't no thing. Blew my nose for a few days and then I was fine. Thank you for asking. I appreciate it. Alright, you're dead. Because you're dumb. Wario number 1. That's how it should go. Guys are getting way more aggressive. Uh-oh. This is not a good place to be. Ha 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 ha! I like that. Okay, should be boss time now. Versus boss. It's a good boss tune. Oh, that makes sense. God, that is such a good boss tune. Okay, just hit him. 1 time. 2 times. Oh, maybe that was 3 times. Well, that stinky piggy in that teacup is dead, and we just got the letter K. Today's episode is brought to you by the letter K. Been playing guitar a bit more lately, just found a NES Synth VST, gonna start to work on some video game music. That's cool, man. That rules. NES and Fammy OST tributes. Ooh, kicks? We can kick stuff now? Can kick bombs around. B button will halt the kicked bombs. I like that. I like that a lot. Oh man, the analog Metroid music guy is amazing. It's amazing. If you need some baritone guitar, I'd be down to help. Alright, let's see. Warp holes exist in the next battle. I think that means you can kick a bomb into a warp hole and then it will appear somewhere else on the screen. Ugh. Pop filter predicament over here. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, it looks like we're in a creepy basement. Hey, I wanted that to kill him as he spawned. Alright, so I guess I can't kick that in and it won't appear. But, oh! I knew that was going to happen. I knew I was going to do it. I did it. Alright, enough messing around with kicking and being a dum-dum. You're just gonna teleport around like a dum-dum? Come on. Show up over here. Oh, damn it. Wasn't on a long enough or long enough, short enough delay. I don't know. I'm bad with time. Alright, we're getting some big fire blasts here. Let's see if we can sucker this guy into dying. Where you at? "38 seconds. I hope I don't lose. I hope it's just like a stalemate. I think it's a draw." Aha, I kicked your own bomb, messed you up. Thinking about changing the Texas special pickups in my telly to a more traditional telly setup and then throwing those old ones in my baritone. That's cool, man. My baritone just has single coil pickups in it, and usually those are not great for anything heavy. You know, you want some kind of humbucker or active pickup, but I actually really like how they sound, and you know, when you play with enough distortion, it'll sound heavy. I dig it. I have these like mini humbuckers in my Firebird, which are just real weird and gnarly sounding in a good way. I used to have an LTD with EMG 85s in it, and that was an amazing guitar. It sounded so good. I don't know. I just got tired of having the same metal tone that so many other guitarists had, even though it sounded really good. I just wanted something that was a little dirtier and grittier. Oh yeah, that high output is nice. That's cool. Yeah, I got out my old pedal board, which has been in storage for a long time. Nothing super duper fancy on it. The most fun pedal I have on it is the Micro Pog, which is a really, really fun toy. But yeah, I cleaned it up. I rewired everything and put Velcro ties around all the cords, did a little bit of cable management, which was nice. And then I let my son spin the time and feedback knobs on my analog delay pedal while I played swirly whirly nonsense, and he thought that was super fun. Because it is, because delay pedals are the best. Oh God, please die. It's hard to outsmart an AI that is just programmed to drop a bomb and run away from you and take a beeline. Alright, so we seem to be forcing him into a loop there. Yes! I was hoping that was going to happen. Oh, dude, SGs are badass. Jerk. Dare you blow up my big fire trail power-up that I want so desperately. Yes! No! Damn, I thought that was gonna kill that dude for sure. Okay, well, I'll take that. It's a draw. I didn't want to walk entirely into that little square because I figured the AI would be smart enough to drop a bomb on me. If your micropog tracking is not working, the first question I have to ask you is, where is it in your chain? Do you have a clean signal going into it? I'm guessing you probably do, but I used to have an Electro-Harmonix octave multiplexer, which had very poor tracking and was super duper glitchy. But the micropog, knock on wood, has been perfect. The tracking is just dead on. I can play chords and everything, and it sounds great. It is the second pedal in my chain, the first being my volume pedal. Because I found that if you try to put any kind of distortion or delay into it, that can confuse the tracking. Alright, I didn't see what killed that little Wario bastard. Shit! I almost just killed myself. But I heard one of them die. No! That was mine, you punk. Oh, they just killed themselves. So, at the very, very beginning, I was talking about how surprised I was that, like, several of the Game Boy games I've played on stream are all Super Game Boy, like, enhanced game packs. They have a little logo on them. This game came out in 1994, which feels super late in the game for, air quotes, regular Game Boy, but I guess, Game Boy Color still wasn't a thing yet? And I'm realizing now Nintendo supported Game Boy games with these, you know, sort of generational enhancements for a long, long time. Man, it was such a long time before we got Game Boy Advance. And I remember I had a subscription to Nintendo Power for, like, since the beginning. And, I don't know, somewhere in the ballpark of 1996, I wasn't really reading it as much, and I let my subscription lapse because I turned into way more of a PlayStation 1 fanboy than I was a Nintendo 64 fanboy. And so I didn't even know that Game Boy Advance was a thing until I went into, like, a Costco with my mom, and I saw, like, the original Game Boy Advance package with Super Mario Advance, that really cool remake or remaster of Mario 2. I just was like, Mom, please! I think I was able to swindle her into getting that for me on the spot. I must have gotten good grades. I just must not have been a butthole. Oh, I forgot I can hit B to stop where the bombs go. Alright, why didn't that do any damage to that guy? Shit. Does he need to be stopped? Yeah, I guess he can't be moving. Bastard. Need to do a better job of anticipating where this guy's gonna be. Come on, come on. Damn. Maybe I need to stand by him to kind of entice him to attack. Oh, shit! Oh, this game could benefit from the short fuse power-up. See the chat moving. I'm gonna check it in a minute, I promise. You punk. That's the alarm saying hurry up, 30 seconds. Oh no! Oh! Bummer. It seems like perhaps a wiring issue isn't the tracking so much, it is that it sounds like a screaming awful sound. Oh, bummer. Yeah, it sounds like something is messed up. Oh, I mean, I like my N64 as well. I feel like most of the games I rented were fun, but just didn't have as much of the lasting appeal as the PlayStation games I played. Because on PS1, at the beginning, I was playing Twisted Metal and Tekken and Cyber Sled, and everything felt like fresh and fun and new. And 2 out of 3 of those are arcade ports, which it always blew my mind being able to play an arcade game at home. And N64, like all the first-party games were pretty great. And it had good third-party support too. I just got kind of tired of like mascot 3D like platforming games. God, I hate this boss. This boss is such an asshole. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I was a spoiled only child, so I had both. I remember renting Biofreaks for N64, which was supposed to be this like super gory fighting game. Well, it's not that it was supposed to be, it was that, but just, I don't know, man. Playing a fighting game on N64 with an N64 controller was kind of ass. I remember renting Mortal Kombat 4 on N64. I was super excited for that. Damn it! I walked right into that. And that game, I don't know, I guess I was really into shmups and fighting games, and anything that felt arcadey. And, I don't know, Star Fox 64 and Pilot Wings 64 were 2 of my favorite N64 games, and those games are very arcadey feeling. Alright, that is the trick. You just have to stand in front of this guy as he's coming at you, bro. Bastard. Bastard! Ooh. Got him. I got the D. Oh, man. Dashing. Holding the B button down and pressing the direction pad boosts your speed. That's going to come in handy when I accidentally kill myself using it. Bomb guiding blocks could help or hinder in the next fight. Alright. Things are going to get real interesting in this world. Love that stereo sound out of the Game Boy. Oops, almost stepped into poison. Damn it! It hindered me. N64 does have a Star Soldier game that I've always wanted to get. N64 also has Sin and Punishment 1, which, Jimmy, I know you have an import copy of. One of my favorite arcade shoot-'em-up games of all time. That game is awesome. And, like, Treasure Games, they're magicians and wizards. They figured out how to make a very bizarre and complicated controller make sense in a very bizarre and complicated game. God, that game is so good. Damn. 2 draws. Oh yeah, dude. Game Boy with headphones is great. It's so good, man. I love that developers who knew what they were doing in terms of programming video game music took advantage of the fact that there were 2 channels and panned some of the voices and stuff like that. It's so cool. Like, I have so much respect for programmers who created the systems on which, like, the rules and mechanics of the games are built and founded upon. I have so much respect for the artists that created all the amazing pixel graphics, but I feel like I have the most respect for the musicians, because not only were they the ones composing, but in many cases they were also the ones programming and basically taking, sort of breaking down a composition and saying, all right, I just played this on my badass Roland synthesizer, my workstation that can sound like just about anything. Now I need to strip it down and make sure everything is like saw waves and sine waves, and enter it into a machine so a computer can spit it back out. I mean, that's just crazy. Those people were and are geniuses. Although the tools of the trade have gotten so good and so much better that I really do love and appreciate how accessible it is, aside from things still being expensive, for somebody to make music and share it. It's pretty ridiculous. Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, great minds think alike, my dude. I feel like every now and again I really evangelize this, so excuse me if I've already mentioned it a bunch of times and you've already seen it, but Red Bull funded that documentary series, Digging in the Carts. I have a feeling you've already watched it. If you haven't, and if anybody who's watching the show right now has not, please go on YouTube and search for Red Bull Digging in the Carts. I think there are 5 or 6 episodes. I want to say 6. And they got a very good professional, I'm going to say team. I don't know, it could just be one person. I don't remember from the credits. But they got folks who knew what they were doing in terms of cinematography, really good editing. They traveled to Japan. They interviewed many composers of many awesome games. Street Fighter 2, the woman who scored that game. The woman, I think her name was Jun, who scored a ton of Namco arcade classics. Chip Tanaka, dude that did Castlevania, dude that did Gimmick. I mean, there are just so many amazing interviews. And then they also, oh shit, that got real bad looking. They also interview all these different MCs and DJs and other musicians. They have little sound bites from Anamanaguchi talking about how video game music inspired them as, kids or young artists. It is the best. I hope they do more of them. Like, I wish, as much as I appreciate that being this sort of short web series, each episode is like 10 minutes long, I wish that was a full-length movie. I wish there was just more of it. Digging in the carts. Oh, damn you, dirty purple Wario's bastard. No. Oh, I forgot I can run, and I just ran into that blast. And I predicted that not too long ago. Yeah. The composer who says he wants to get back into music because he sees a bunch of Westerners doing a cover of one of the songs he composed for Mr. Gimmick by Sunsoft. I wish I could remember that musician's name off the top of my head, but he talks about how, I made game music for a while, and then I didn't really do it, and then I sort of fell out of music. And now I'm seeing videos of these people decades later doing covers of songs that I composed for this game, and it's touching them. He's like, I'm super blown away, and it makes me want to do music again. And I was like, yes, do music forever. Your music is so good. This is a bad situation to be in. We're all sick and poisoned and throwing bombs at each other, and it just sounds like a bad time. Also, I swore I kicked that. Kick. Oh, maybe I don't have to hit B to kick it. I just have to touch it. Oh, I've been hitting B the whole time, but B is the button that you press to stop the bomb. Let's let that bomb just swirl around into that dude's face. No! Don't you dare kick it at me. Kick it at you. Kick it at you. Fuck. I did that to myself. Buying NES games lately solely off of music. That is a quick way to end up with games that have awesome music but are bad games. No, that's cool though. Some of my favorite game music comes from games that aren't even necessarily huge favorites of mine. Like Raft World, aka Journey to Silius, has one of the best 8-bit soundtracks I've ever heard. That music is so good. Playing that game isn't easy though. That game's a little rough. No pun intended. But like Silver Surfer, Tim Follin, however you say his name is. That game has amazing music, but that game is a butthole to play. And I'm not talking about one of those fun buttholes neither. No, Silver Surfer is no good, but the music, oh my god. Please die in a fire, Wario. Please die. Die! Get away from me. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to my family. Poison. I forgot I can run. I keep forgetting I can dash. Okay. You enjoy that. I'm just gonna get super poisony and keep running. Why have I not been running this entire time? Oh, shit. Fuck. There we go. That's a good dead Wario. I think that, yeah, he did Solstice as well. Trying to think back to the the number of the episode was 2, but it was really the 4th episode we had recorded of the podcast when we had Corey on as a guest and we just talked for 2 hours about game music. God, that was fun. That was real fun. I think that is still probably the best episode we did because it was fun to have a guest musician to interview. I wish we could do more guests. But yeah, Corey, aka Snesse, knows his chiptunes and his game music really, really well, as he should. And he was dropping the names of all the Tim Fallon games. Because he knows them all. And I remember that was one that he brought up. Oh God, don't follow me this way. Slow ass poison boy. Whoa. I forgot if you push your bombs into other people's bombs, they will detonate faster. Aha! I wish I still had it. I would have given you my Silver Surfer copy. I think I brought that to Summer Swap a while back. Let's see, how are we doing on time? We've been running for 47 minutes. It's getting close to... Oh my goodness, look at this boss. I'm terrified. It's getting close to 11. We'll see. I might go a little past that because this is super fun. I really appreciate you hanging out with me while I jam on some Game Boy Wario Blast. I'm a sleepy boy. I stayed up way too late last night. Oh my God, look at his eyeball shooting out of his face. Hey, where'd my bomb go? Did he eat it? Oh yeah, look at that. He swallowed it up. Are you dead? He's not dead. The devs were smart. They knew that... Oh shit! They knew this boss was easier to hit. So he takes more than 3 hits. For some reason, this boss theme, which I like very much, sort of reminds me of... like boss music that could have been in Link's Awakening or something. Damn you! Keeps... So, I gotta make sure my bombs are not touching him. There we go. Ooh. What are we spelling? I'm so confused. Retrieve the trouncer. Oh, we're not spelling anything. Those are the items we're getting. Doi. The trouncer. Ram and trounce the bad dudes. Must be used with dashin'. It's very Midwestern of them to drop the G like that. Dashin'. Oh, that's awesome, man. That's super cool that Snesse is hanging out at Nerdco. Very nice. We're both stoked to get these candy caps up and running. That rules, dude. I am planning on being at the dojo this Thursday night. It's been since the winter swap. It's just been a crazy, crazy, crazy end of year and first quarter so far. Power Beware next challenge contains short fuses and warp holes. Oh, short fuses are in order. Yeah, it's like holiday season, wrapping up all the important work for the year. My birthday, my mom's birthday, then my wife's birthday. of the important work at the beginning of the year, then my son's birthday, and my father-in-law's birthday, and oh my god, there's just so much shit happening. Like December through February is crazy. We're halfway through this game. This game has 8 rounds. Oh yeah, those are short fuses. It blows up a little bit faster. Fuck. That was very risky and irresponsible of me, and I like that. Let's trounce this guy. Oh, we trounced him into his own fireball. I'll have to take... Wait, I gotta read this. I'll have to take Fort all the way home. I'm guessing that is a road. I don't know my Michigan or Detroit roads super duper well, even though I've lived in southeast Michigan for 11 years. Oh shit. I'm trying to kick it and I can't kick it, and that was foolish. It's just a long route. I take it there's probably some ass construction or something. 75 construction. Dude, why is 75 always under construction? 75 is the worst. Just nuke it and give everyone personal helicopters or something. Fix the water in Flint, and then give everyone helicopters so we don't have to use these decaying roads. Or build the bridge to Canada and we'll all just go live there. They care about their people. Oh. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, he kicked it back at me, that son of a bitch bastard. 75 South. What a mess. It sucks. Oh, should have grabbed that other bomb. Get blasted, Wario. Really like how this Super Game Boy backdrop just makes it look like they're peering down into a gladiatorial arena. It's very nice. Because if I'm not mistaken, in some versions of, I want to say, maybe this started with Bomberman 2 on NES. In some versions of Bomberman Battle Mode, when you die and run out of lives, you have to sit on the side, but you can like sort of wiggle around and maybe like still toss bombs into the arena or something. Oh, also, I'm just remembering this now. In, I think, or I don't know if this is throughout the series, but in Bomberman 1's battle mode, when time starts running out, I think the arena starts getting smaller. Like they start dropping pieces around the outer perimeter and they slowly spiral in, if I'm not mistaken. And that is nerve-wracking as hell. If that plays out the way I remember. I wonder if that happens in this game. I think the lowest we saw the timer get was around 30 seconds in that boss fight. Shit. Oh, too risky. Oh yeah. Killed that slow boy. Yeah, man, he's sitting there front and center. The instruction manual has a little write-up about how in his continuing search for treasure and power, Wario stumbles upon a portal to, I forgot what they call it. Do they call it Bomberman Land? Bomberland? Stumbles across a portal that takes him to the universe in which Bomberman lives. And he decides that he's going to side with all the Bomberman villains. Oh, shit. Thinking that they will help him increase his power. And it's funny because he sounds like such a bad guy in the description. But, like, Wario is not really a bad guy. He's just, he's like Mario's proto-man, right? I mean, he's the protagonist of so many games. He's just like a mischievous, I can't talk, mischievous miscreant who secretly has a heart of gold. He's just a little selfish, but he does the right thing when he has to. Oh yeah, he got blitzed. Oh dude, Splatoon is really, really good. I put a lot of time into Splatoon the first 3 months it was out. And then another game came along. I don't remember what it was, but I picked something else up. Yeah, Splatoon is very fun. Definitely one of the... this might sound like a surprise, but one of the more intense competitive multiplayer games I had played in a long time. Really great back and forth with your team and the opponent's team when you play the mode where you basically just have to paint the level. Your color over 50%, and then there's some other competitive modes like what do they call it when you have to defend a payload, and when you're standing on it, it moves, and then when bad guys are standing on it, it moves back, and you have to like advance it into the enemy base. There's a name for that. I just can't think of it because I'm tired. Not sold on the new Bomberman yet, though. I caught that before I turned back to the game, and I can understand and respect that. It's hard to be sold on anything that Konami has their name on these days. I think that symbolically, it's super duper exciting that a new generation of Nintendo hardware is launching with a Bomberman game. That just seems indicative of hopefully good things to come. I think Nintendo of America and Nintendo of Japan have both learned that nostalgia sells, and it sells big. And so hopefully they're paying attention and making these strategic partnerships to get some classic franchises modernized and resurrected. And I would like to think that Nintendo is smart enough that they won't just play off of nostalgia only and crank out familiar things that are of subpar quality. They've always had that Nintendo seal of quality to live up to. And when I say crank out, I'm not presuming that like Nintendo did any sort of development or funding of Bomberman. I have no idea, but like at the same time, I have no idea how that game exists. It's shocking to me that Konami is making something that isn't some sort of weird Metal Gear or Pachinko spinoff. As cynical as that sounds, like it seems like they've all but given up on video games. But yeah, I'm hoping that with the nature of Switch's portability and the ease of connecting other controllers, like you're just hanging out with some friends or at a family event, you bring your Switch and hey, you've got a 4-player game of Bomberman going all of a sudden. That'd be real cool. I think that semi-isometric perspective that they have going on in the adventure mode hopefully won't mess people up too much. I mean, I get why they're trying to do something like that. They're trying to make it not so top-down I suppose, potentially bland. But, we do need another two-dimensional Metroid game. Kind of like what Nintendo did with A Link Between Worlds on 3DS. It would be amazing if they made a sequel to Super Metroid. I know that is one of Logan's dream games. Like we talked about that, how that's on his like dream Switch wish list. A sequel to Super Metroid. It would just be so cool to get another 2D Metroid game that is made with the same amount of care that Super Metroid was. Just so awesome. Quit kicking my bombs back at me. I forgot that I can bum rush these dudes and slam into them. Oh, but they're poison. I don't want to get all poisony. Gotcha. Oh, I killed myself. Oh, it's 11:07, man. The time flew. I was talking about calling it quits at 11. All right. Well, I forgot what round this was. Is this round 2 in this world? Do I still have another round to go? Let's at least see if we can avenge all the stupid deaths I've gotten. Trying to blow these dudes up. That is one thing that I really like about this game is, it starts off slow and simple. I think this is characteristic of other Bomberman titles as well, but like, you drop a bomb, man, I really can't talk. You drop a bomb, you walk around a corner, you wait for it to blow up. It's not super exciting, but a few worlds later, you've gotten upgraded. You can kick bombs, you can run into dudes. I wish this game had the boxing gloves, where you could punch bombs and they bounce over walls. But like, you know, it gets crazier and crazier. And we're not doing super well in this round. But man, I would really like to finish this round and get the code and pick this back up again off stream, because this is nice. I've been noticing with my Monday night show, you know, I'm still trying to stay on track with playing just about every game that I own in order of when I received it. But like, I've kind of gone off in this little Game Boy branch. I don't think I'm really playing things in a 100% true order, but that's fine. Playing these Game Boy games is so satisfying, because lately I haven't had a bunch of time between work and family to like sit down and play Final Fantasy 15. It has me a little freaked out because I have both Nier Automata and Breath of the Wild on the way for March, and it's so nice to just play a small game and play for an hour or less and enjoy some sweet game music and game art, and then you're done, and then you blow yourself up. Game Boy was pretty important to me too, man. I had a lot of stinkers for Game Boy that I don't own anymore, that I either sold on eBay in lots or traded at swap meets, or traded into Get Your Game On in downtown Ann Arbor, or just donated to thrift stores. I had Ren and Stimpy Space Cadets, which actually wasn't terrible, but it kind of sucked. The only Ren and Stimpy game that I remember playing that wasn't complete trash was the one for Sega Genesis. I also had Fire Dogs on Super Nintendo, and that game sucked. Wait, no, it was not Fire Dogs. They put out a Fire Dogs game. I had Vidiots. I was such a huge Ren and Stimpy fan, and I got suckered into many bad licensed games because of it. What other Game Boy games did I have that I bailed on? I had like an F1 racing game that just wasn't really my thing. I remember playing it a bunch as a kid because when you're a kid, you play the games you have. Shit, it was a bad place to be. I had Sunsoft's Batman Return of the Joker, which I think was too hard for me as a kid. That one was worth a little bit of cash, so I think that one went to eBay. God, what other Game Boy games did I have that I used to have Fist of the North Star for Game Boy, and I lost it, or it got stolen, or I let somebody borrow it. I don't know what happened to it. But I had the box, and I didn't have the game, and that bummed me out. So, as a fellow collector, this might make you cringe, Jimmy. It's going to get gory, but I think I threw the box in the recycling bin. I probably could have just bought a loose cart. The box was like minty too. Could have bought a loose cart to put in that box. Could have just sold the box on eBay. I know there are people that do that to help others kind of like fill out if you have a loose game, fill out your collection. I was so frustrated that I couldn't find that game. I was just like, I'm just throwing this in recycling. See, you say Vidiots is good. I don't remember Vidiots being good. I remember it being frustrating. I remember it making me so angry as a kid because it was a platformer with lots of unfair jumps and enemies. I don't know, maybe, but the graphics were really good, and it had some digitized voices, so that was impressive. But like, I loved Mario so much that any platforming game that wasn't as good as Mario, and there are very few, that feel that good, I was like, this game is the worst. Being able to just get away from everything else as a kid in worlds that really only I understood and I could play whenever and wherever, road trips, awful family holidays with friends, recess at school, later on during free time in high school even. Yeah, dude. I absolutely hear you on that. Alright, we're going to do a run at 4-3. If we make it through 4-3, we'll fight the boss. But Papa Pixel is so sweepy and ready to crash. Damn it, I was hoping I could run into him as he stepped off. He's dead. I think I just have to bum rush these guys and stun them. Oh, I pushed him into the teleporter, but he didn't get stunned. Oh man, what is happening? That was just chaos. Yeah, man. Wait, what is this? Yeah, I thought it was paused. I hesitate to say really any game is bad, but maybe good is too kind. Ren and Stimpy Vidiots had its merits for sure in terms of pretty good graphics and sound. But like, the gameplay and the platforming, if I remember correctly, it was just not good. But hey man, I had I kind of wish I still had it. Fuck, I should buy it. Why did I sell it? I had Ultraman for Super Nintendo. I remember begging my mom to get me Ultraman. I wanted Ultraman so bad because I loved Ultraman as a kid. Watched the anime and a little bit of the live action, and had some Ultraman toys. R.I.P. Bomberman. That game sucks, but it's also so good at the same time. Like, it's such a weird game. It doesn't make any sense. It's not a traditional fighting game. But it's sort of a wrestling game. It doesn't make any sense. What are some other stinkers that I had that I sold? Home Alone 1 for Super Nintendo. That game kind of sucks. But the graphics weren't too bad. And I played the shit out of it as a kid. Like, I knew as a kid that it was not a very great game, but you play the games you have. I loved the movie, so I was like, the game can't be bad. They made a Home Alone game. It's going to be the best game ever. Oh, dude, Return of the Joker. Yeah, the Sunsoft Batman games have so much detail and so many colors. They look really good. There's some other Super Nintendo stinkers that I had. I had some NES stinkers too, like The Simpsons, Bart vs. the Space Mutants. That game has its merits, but it's kind of unfairly difficult and doesn't make sense, but I appreciate that they went for something unique. I could never get through the second area where you have to collect all the hats. It's just insanely hard. God, what else did I have for NES? I should try to make a list, or just look through my eBay history of all the bad games that I used to own that I sold, and then maybe do an emulation roundup of them some night. That might be kind of fun. Beethoven the Dog game based on the movie. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. I need to look that up. That's probably very, very... I don't even know what the adjective would be. It sounds like a lot of people worked really hard to make that game, and if Metacritic existed back then, that team wouldn't have gotten a bonus. Alright, once again, I am Chris, aka Pixel Polygon. This is the Detroit Arcade Club Twitch channel. My show is called Way Way Back 19XDX. Yep, it's another retro video game show, but we're playing everything from my collection on authentic hardware, from start to finish. And who knows, in a few weeks we might be through Game Boy and NES and into 16-bit. Ooh, Super Nintendo. I have a lot of Super Nintendo games and Super Famicom games. So it'll be fun to play through those, and then somewhere in the middle, Sega Genesis will arrive, and we'll play a lot of Sonic the Hedgehog. Hopefully leading up to Sonic Mania. I don't remember when that comes out, but I have a feeling it's coming out pretty soon. I'll get that launch day. It's going to rule. It's going to be badass. If you are new to our channel and you liked what you saw, feel free to give us a follow. That would be super cool. We try to have shows every night of the week. We have dudes that play PC games and indie games and fighting games and shmups and import games and all kinds of cool stuff. There's a schedule. Not so much a schedule because we've sort of changed things around a little bit. If there are dates and times on there, they really need to be changed. But there is a list of shows and topics down below. If you are watching this archived on YouTube, check out DetroitArcadeClub.com, and that has links and information, everything you need to know about the group, the club, the community, the life. I'm going to go get some sleep. This has been Wario Blast, aka Bomberman Blows Up Bad Mario. Very good game. 4312 is the password. I'm going to pick this up another time. Have a good night. I feel like I need a sign off.